Well, good evening, friends, fellow reps, and all of those that connected with Superior Livestock Auction and all of their families and friends that have come here to be with us this evening. We'd just like to welcome you here for a great evening of fellowship. I know we got started out in the hallway, and it's going to continue on right in here tonight. And Kennedy, you know, we kind of entered back here through the side, and that's next to the kitchen. And I'm telling you what, they got some great food lined up for us, and I know that a lot of you have spent the afternoon in meetings and over at the hotel, and you're ready for a good piece of beef and a good salad, and we've got it back here for you. And with that, I'll turn it over to you, Kennedy.
And we are, just like Ralph said, we are thrilled to be here in Oklahoma City for our 2020 Rep Roundup and also our 2021 Bell Ringer Auction. What a great way to kick this off this week, right, Ralph?
We, no question about it. You know, 2020, goodbye. 2021, I don't think there's anybody in this room that isn't glad to see it go away. I know a lot of us have had great times in 2020. We have been very blessed with being Superior and having the opportunity to be in the industry that we are and be able to market cattle and continue through this time that was ever changing as we went through 2020. But 2021, we're here and we're going to be bigger and better as we go forward. And with that, I think we've got a video that we're going to show you folks to kind of give you an idea of where we have been this past year. So roll the video.
The process of video marketing your cattle the Superior way begins with a visit from a Superior livestock representative.
Superior is the best, without a doubt. It's been a great ride.
It's a win-win for everybody.
The thing I like the best about being a rep is that it's a chance to help my customers.
Buyers, sellers, everybody, we just try to take care of them.
The importance of that man's cattle, that woman's cattle at that time, at that moment, because it's the most important thing happening in their life.
It kind of makes you want to go out and do the best job you can.
Still learn every day, something new.
We kind of have developed a relationship with our customers that we are the standard.
You know, our business has been built on a handshake and a man's word.
I mean, it's a handshake or over the phone, and it's a done deal.
I really don't know too many other industries that upholds that much integrity.
You know, we just try to take care of each other, and we're family. And
Superior family is people helping people.
It's an absolute blessing to be able to do what we do for a living with the kind of people we're able to do it with.
There you go. Well, that's nice, and winding up our 2020. Give them a great big hand for all those that put that together and through this past year and what we've had the opportunity to do. Again, I'd like to just welcome you here to the great state of Oklahoma. I understand that ordinarily we would have been in the great state of Colorado, and we're a little bit heartbroken not to be able to do that with the National Western Stock Show, but talk about grow the industry. I hope that everyone here has the opportunity or has had the opportunity maybe to go down to the fairgrounds while you're here, and when we wind up the sale, they've still got a lot of things going on, but our industry is alive and well. They're moving forward with some of the great genetics in our industry that is going on right down at the fairgrounds. So if you can take that in, welcome to Oklahoma, welcome to Oklahoma City, and welcome to a cattle industry that will survive any time. And with that, we'll turn it over to you, Kennedy.
And just like Ralph said, we could not have done anything we did this past year without you, our Superior Livestock representatives. Y'all were flexible when we changed venues. Y'all were flexible when we had tight deadlines. So without you guys and your customers, you know, this year couldn't have been possible. We had a record-breaking year. We sold 1.4 million head of cattle approximately, and to that we thank you guys because that was all that you did. Just like Ralph said, this industry is alive and well. So we're really excited, and we're glad to be here tonight to appreciate you guys for everything that you've done. And now I would like to thank BI for sponsoring tonight's dinner and also invite Mr. Scott up to the stage.
Let's give him a big hand when he comes up. It should be live for you.
How about that? Are y'all lucky to have these two up here? I mean, that's a hard act to follow. That's great stuff. Ralph, Kennedy, thank you. Beth, thank you for the phone call that just said, Scott, will you sponsor our dinner? I'm like, sure, let's go. You can't turn this group down. And I just want to say quickly that we appreciate what you do. It's a unique business. You add value to everything you do, and what a unique group of you. 2020, did we learn just really how tough we are? I go back to my dad's days of, hey boy, if it's tough, it makes you tougher. Tough times make you better. Challenges make you sharper. We're pretty darn sharp and pretty challenged and pretty good now, aren't we? We've survived, so what tests us makes us better, right? So we can whine about 2020 if we want to, but ultimately we're here. You're here. You could have stayed at home. You could have done a lot of other things. But I think most often we look around and we think, you know what? We've really improved who we are, and what we provide. And it's just fun to look across the table at your friends and peers, get back together face to face. We miss that social stuff. I'm not very good social distancer, and my wife is worse. So this year we had a Christmas party at the house. She said, I'm going to tame it down a little bit. I said, great. How many are we feeding? She said 37. I thought, glad we tamed it down a little bit. But I just love this industry. And you can't beat this industry, the customers we have and the value we provide to our customers. And it just makes me smile. So I don't want to take much time because I'm the only thing between y'all and what Ralph claimed was a big old piece of beef. And that's what makes the world go round. But there's a few things I want us just to think about. Behringer's a pharmaceutical company. You guys are the marketer of cattle, and people trust you. And you're their trusted advisor because they work hard all year long, and in 30 seconds, they trust you to make their income. That's pretty impactful, isn't it? Is that a lot of trust? Yeah. Are you good at what you do? Absolutely. Lean on us as pharmaceutical companies, all of us. We've got a lot of resources. We don't want to necessarily sell something to somebody that doesn't need it. That's no good. But what we would like to do is provide value to those people. We need to get better every day at what we do. Dr. Nichols talked today, and a whole bunch of people talked today about it all starts with the cow. It starts with nutrition. Animal health has a role to play there, but we need to get better. But those people trust you a lot. And so sometimes when you know there's an issue, all I do is ask you to think, maybe there's a pharmaceutical company out here, and maybe it's Behringer, that could help this guy be better. Maybe he could get a little more weight on his calves, because y'all sell pounds, right? It's head, but it's ultimately pounds. Maybe it's one more cow that's fertile. Just if you'll push them back, because you're their most trusted advisor, if you'll push them back to some of the pharmaceutical companies, maybe there's a time we can help them. Or if you ever sense there's something strange going on, get us involved. If you don't know a BI rep, call Beth. She'll get hold of me and I'll get you one. But use us as a corporation, whether it's diagnostics or a friend or just a second opinion. We'd like to support you guys all we can and be a good friend. That's ultimately how this industry works. It goes back to that bond. Sometimes a handshake, minimal on contracts, but just trust. So let us be a part. I talked to Shane Christensen earlier, and first time I'd ever met him, and we were talking about the challenges his wife's going through. And he said, you know what? Life is all about the fight. And I thought, you know what, Shane, you just summed it up. It is all about the fight. You're going to be challenged every day. My favorite word, and I don't know if you ever want to, I don't know if y'all are like podcast type people, but if you ever want to get inspired, look up Angela Duckworth and the word grit. And that's what this industry is. It's gritty. We could have quit years and years ago. If we'd been smart, we probably would have. But you know what? We do it for the love of it. We do it for the value of the people. the quality of the people, the integrity of the people. And if you turn on the news right now, we're probably pretty much opposite of those people. Yeah? Hello? Y'all with me? Yeah. The grassroots is in this room, and we better stay pretty focused. We may have to lock and load here pretty quick. You know, I'm not going to go political, but they've gone damn crazy. But let's have grit. And I'll offer you all the grit I have. Dr. Nichols, the rest of our team from Bering Ingelheim, we'll offer you all the grit we have. Use us as a group. Any way we can assist, we're happy to do so. That's all I had. Are we going to say grace now?
Thank you, Scott. And we're going to ask, if you will, remove cover. Scott's going to ask your blessing for this evening.
If you will, bow your heads with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you in just a very humble nature tonight. We're stewards of your land in the best ways possible. Let us be knowledgeable, and please spread your knowledge and support to those leaders that we have in this nation. Dear Lord, thank you for the rains and the snows and the moisture from your bounty. Forgive us of our sins and forgive those that sin against us. Bless the food that's going to be provided to us tonight to nourish our bodies. Bless the hands that prepared it. And allow us to be kinder and more gentler in all ways possible. Serve you in every way we can. In your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Scott.
Ralph
Appreciate
Kennedy,
it. You
thank
bet.
y'all.
Thank you, as always. Thank you. You bet. All right, that's it. The beef will be served. Kevin Davis is going to come up and entertain you a little while we enjoy this great piece of beef, and we'll be back to either our awards immediately following.
Hey, thank you, Ralphie. Thank you, Ralph. My list, yeah. Yeah, I got phone numbers to get now. Well, y'all enjoy. I'm going to sit up here and just make a little background noise. I can think of no better place to play this than right here. Grew up dreaming, being a cowboy, loving a cow all the way, pursuing the light of my high-riding hero, burning up my childhood days, learning all the rules of a modern-day drifter, but you hold on to nothing too long. Stay watching me from the ladies and leave them with the words of a sad country song. The heroes have always been cowboys, still are, it seems, sadly in search of the one stepping back of themselves and their slow-moving dreams. Cowboys are special, their own brand of misery, being alone too long. Could die of a nightmare, knowing well your best days are gone. Picking up a book instead of my pen, I let the words of my youth fade away. Old worn-out saddles, and old worn-out memories, and no one and no place to stay. Heroes have always been cowboys, still are it seems. Sadly in search of one stepping back of themselves and their slow-moving dreams. Sadly in search of one stepping back of themselves and their slow-moving dreams. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, if there's something that y'all would like to hear, somebody that you like listening to, let me know and I'll try it. Shoot, I'm all about having a good time. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear skin like iron, breath is hard, it's kerosene. Got your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye, shaking to your dream. Archer was a man dead boys, his horse as fast as polished steel. He was gone outside his pain, all the honest world to feel. About to met his match, you know, on the deserts down to Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. That's the way it goes. All the fella always said it could have had him any day. Lefty, he ain't sing the blues all night long like he used to. Dusty Pancho bed down south, he did up and left his mind. I dated late for Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, baby got them bred to roll. Ain't nobody know. Still out Pancho fell, Lefty's living cheap hotels. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers and strength, and save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. It could ride him any day, only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few great fella always say it could What's that? El Paso? Oh, my gosh. All right, let me get warmed up. I got to put some thought into that, and that's tough. But we'll try it. Heck, we're all friends here. There ain't no need not to. But I'm not going to get political either, but I wish a buck was still silver, was back when the country was strong. It's back before Elvis and before the Vietnam War came along. Before the Beatles and yesterday, when a man could still work, still would. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? Are we rolling down hell like a snowball headed for hell? No kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. I wish a Ford and a Chevy would still last 10 years like they should. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? I wish Coke was still cola and a joint was a bad place to be. It was back before Nixon lied to us all on TV. Before microwave ovens, when a girl could still cook and still would. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? Are we rolling down hell like a snowball headed for hell? And no kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. Wish a Ford and a Chevy still last 10 years like they should. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? Stop rolling down hell like a snowball headed for hell. Stand up for the flag and let's all ring the Liberty Bell. Let's make a Ford and a Chevy that'll still last 10 years like they should. It's the best of the free life is still yet to come, and a good times ain't over for good. All right, thank you. All right. That'll work. Here you go, Karen. With my back to Laredo, pacing the bridge I must have lost. With nowhere north, that river was flowing between longing and innocence lost. Drawn by the memory of the way that she held me that night up in old San Antonio. First time I looked in the brown eyes of Mexico. Sky was on fire from the South Texas sun going down. With not much to go on, she said that she lived on the street in the old part of town. As the shimmering lights of Nuevo Laredo fell like stars on the water below. First time I looked in the brown eyes of Mexico. Mi corazón, my only one. Taste of her kisses, warm like tequila, still burn bittersweet on my tongue. She captured my heart, I surrendered my soul. First time I looked in the brown eyes of Mexico. Of searching, cantinas, a countless dead ends. They knew Adriana, said she was gone like a whisper of perfume on the wind. Then in a bar called La Rosa de Mirarte, a girl of the night said hello. I turned and there were the brown eyes of Mexico. Mi corazón, of her kisses, warm like tequila, still burn bittersweet on my tongue. She captured my heart, I surrendered my soul. I turned there with the brown eyes of Mexico. I had a request a few moments ago for a little George Strait, and you can't go wrong with George Strait, so here we go. Said goodbye, Marina Del Rey. Had a good time was the last thing I heard her say as I walked away. And on the plane back to Tennessee, my mind comes across her memory of yesterday in Marina Del Rey. Red beach under a golden sun, she spread a blanket that we laid down on and loved the world away in Marina Del Rey. As we looked into each other's eyes, found our bodies lost in paradise like castaways in Marina Del Rey. Like the ocean tide, highs and lows, love sometimes comes and goes away in Marina Del Rey. As this plane is touching down, tears touch my eyes, for I have found my heart has stayed in Marina Del Rey. Hidden beach under a golden sun. She spread a blanket that we laid down on and loved the world away in Marina del Rey. And as we looked into each other's eyes, found our bodies lost in paradise like castaways in Marina del Rey. Said goodbye, Marina del Rey. I'm gonna save that one for a minute. Okay, y'all asked for El Paso. I just remembered. I was fixing to do something else. All right. Now, keep in mind we're all friends here, right? Because this is really tough, and I don't usually do it. Okay. Here we go. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maid. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing. Wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of his maiden. Now but his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. Handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like a good run. Upon his back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out through the Badlands of New Mexico. Back at El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone and like nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young babe. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Tonight the thing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rose's cantina below. Long and it pushes me over, out off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, right a dozen and more. Shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I'm trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I fall. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by two loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina, goodbye. Woo! Man, y'all, see if you can find a tougher song to act for next time. Woo, thank you. That's tough. Man, Charlie Pride. That's reaching the realms. I love his music, but I can't think of one right quick. Let's see. Oh, really? The only two things in life make it worth living: guitars and tuning good and firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I got my song and I got you with me tonight. Baby, it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Livestock, Texas, Billy and Waylon and the boy. A successful life of living got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Cole. Between Hackrim's paint songs, Dewberry's train songs, and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Livestock, Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. So baby, let's sell your diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans, and go away. This golden tie is choking me. In your high society, you cry all day. We've been so busy keeping up with the Jones, four-car garage and we're still building on. Baby, it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Livestock, Texas, with Waylon and Willie and the boy. A successful life of living got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Cole. Between Hackrim's paint songs, Dewberry's train songs, and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Livestock, Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. Remember how I said we was all friends? We got to keep this secret. Look at my Texas, well and a boy. Success in life we living is feuding like the Hatfields and McCoy. Between our Hackrim paint songs, Jared Young train songs, and blue eyes crying in the rain. Look at my Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Look at my Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. I got to do a show one time. With Merle Haggard. It's probably one of the highlights of my life. Merle Haggard has one of the greatest songs I ever heard, and I want to play it for you. And if you want to get up and dance, that's perfectly fine. Silver wing shining in the sunlight, ring engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But you blocked me out of your life. I left me standing here behind. Silver wing shining in the sunlight. Oh, ringing engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wing slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But you blocked me out of your life. I left you standing here behind. The silver wing shining in the sunlight. Oh, ringing engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wing slowly fading out of sight. Silver wing slowly fading out of sight. All right, thank y'all for dancing. I'm a honky-tonk man at heart, I promise you. I don't want to bother y'all while you're eating, but what do you think about a little Don Williams? You like Don Williams? Guess as a lover, I have a ways to go. But when someone wants you, they should just say it's so. And you'll understand if you'll take my hand, and we can dance real slow to something on the radio. Listen to the radio, listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. Let's sing it on the radio. Well, I try to find a way to explain to you what's in my mind and not sound so plain to you. But you'll realize if you'll close your eyes, feelings my words can't show. They're singing on the radio. So listen to the radio, listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. They sing it on the radio. The words I say don't seem to sound as real. The songs they play, that's how I really feel. So listen to the radio, oh, listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. Let's sing it on the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. Let's see it on the radio. I see Ralph and a pretty lady slipping up here. Surprise, surprise. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? But in me I say, if I can't help falling in love with you, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to me. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Everyone, put your hands together in a great big Superior thank you to Kevin Davis, right here from Oklahoma. Sons of Oklahoma. He's almost become one of our family, or I think he has.
Oh, most definitely. He's part of the Superior family.
Winnemucca, Nevada. Kevin comes out, does a great job, plays for our golf tournament, and also entertains there. And came up to Pawhuska last year and is really becoming the second voice of Superior Livestock right behind Clyde Whittle. We just enjoy him so much. He's just so good at what he does and with our industry and the cattle business. And I hope your steak's still warm that they kept it for you. Thank you, Kevin. Another round of applause for Kevin Davis. Let's hear that. Put them hands together. Thank you. Yes, Kennedy.
Okay, and now we are going to watch a video that kind of sums up everything that happened at Superior Livestock here in 2020.
Just wanted to give you an update on the new building project. We're through all the engineering. As you can see, we've broken ground. We're doing a lot of dozer work. Looking forward to having a nice new facility that everyone will be proud of and that we can operate from, that will be impressive and functional for a long time to come. This year, more than ever, we're grateful for you, the American rancher. Through market turbulence, a global pandemic, and extreme weather across the country, your commitment to your operation and this industry never wavered. 2020 has been a year of growth at Superior Livestock, despite the new challenges we've faced as an industry. Because of Superior's ability to adapt, we were able to market 1.4 million head of cattle, maintain a normal auction schedule, as well as continue to provide excellent customer service. This year, we're also fortunate enough to move into our new location here in Hudson Oaks, Texas. Our new state-of-the-art facility will allow us to better serve you for many years to come. While 2020 has been a different year than most, we could not have done it without the support of our consignors, buyers, reps, industry partners, and employees. We're excited for all 2021 has to offer, thankful for all that 2020 has taught us.
Mr. Porter said it best, the American rancher has a lot of grit. Our Superior Livestock representatives have a lot of grit, and tonight we are here to celebrate you. So a round of applause goes out to every single one of you. Thank y'all for being here tonight. And also a big thank you goes to Neogen. They sponsored our social that we had out here before our awards started. And also another big round of applause for BI for sponsoring our dinner tonight. We could not have done any of this without them as well.
With that, Kennedy, as we move forward, I know that there's a lot of the reps sitting out here on the edge of their chair, just waiting for this part of our what we're doing, the event here tonight, with the reps that are going to receive their awards. But before we do, I'd just like all of you to put your hands together and give a great big thank you and a round of applause for all the great support that we get through Brush with the girls up there in the office. We couldn't do this out here, you reps, and I think you know this, with the girls in Fort Worth, the ones up in Brush that help us get the contracts out. They help us with our deliveries. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of times if we didn't have them, we wouldn't get it done. I can promise you that at all. So let's put our hands together, Superior, and give them a great big thank you. There are no words that can really thank them enough, I'll promise you, because of what they do, Kennedy. And with that, I think it's awards time. And if we could have Joe and Danny come up, and we've got the awards lined up over here. We've got some great awards here. And in the middle, some great saddles for someone who has reached the 250 head. And we've got 3 of them tonight.
We do, Ralph. That's a great lifetime achievement that we've had, that, 3 reps to reach that 250,000. What a great accomplishment.
That's a lot of cattle.
That is a lot of cattle.
String them out across, they'd reach quite a ways across Oklahoma.
And just like you said, we could not have done any of this without our Superior Livestock staff. So I just want to give a big thank you to our staff in Fort Worth, in Brush, and in Oklahoma City. So let's all give them a round of applause.
Hey, we don't want to forget production either. All of those groups that help us so much with production in producing our films and getting it up and getting it right. And there's a guy here tonight that every sale gets introduced as the voice of Superior Livestock, Mr. Clyde Whittle. Let's give Clyde a great big hand right over here. He's kind of the lead man in the staff of getting your editing done for you and getting it right. If you've got a complaint, call Clyde.
He may not want
you like
that,
that,
though.
Clyde? That's a good deal there, baby.
And, on the aspect of thanking our staff, we want to give a big thank you to the dedication and, commitment that Mona has had here with Superior Livestock. and we are gifting her 2 tickets to the Kentucky Derby. So we're going to miss her, but we know she's going on to do great things with her family, and so a big round of applause goes out to Mona there at the brush
Put
office.
your
So
hands
thank you
together,
for everything
Mona
that
Whaler.
she's done.
Here since 1987, the conception of Superior Livestock. Our hats are off to you, lady.
And now, with that being said, we have Danny Jones, president of Superior Livestock, on stage. We have Joe Lichty, vice president, and also Jill here to give our awards with us today. And I would also like to invite Doug Stanton with IMI Global to the stage now.
Want to use that? Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Yep, thank you all. On behalf of IMI Global and Where Food Comes From, I want to send out congrats to all the reps in the room that facilitate us and work with us throughout the year, support our programs and everything that they do. You know, 2020, as we've all said over the last day or so, that there was a lot of issues, a lot of things that went on, but it was one of our best years, and we couldn't have done it without you and the Superior family. So on behalf of that, I want to congratulate all of you and appreciate your support. But we're going to tonight award 3 particular people that went above and beyond, and they repped the most program cattle that were IMI approved. And to start that off, in 3rd place was Dennis Metzger.
Hey, Dennis, come on up here, buddy. That's one of the big votes of 2020 that most of us are still wondering. And I don't know whether they're ever going to find it out or not, or who's taller, me or Dennis.
Well, I think we
the
can
jury's
resolve
still
that.
out.
We can resolve it right now, Ralph.
You're right over there. Let's get y'all right there, front of stage.
Right there, might as well do it. I think he's got beaten on heels.
I think Ralph's boots have a little bit more of a heel.
He's got more heel. I think it's a wash.
I didn't expect you to vote my way.
Thanks, Dennis.
All part of the family.
That's right. Family squabbles, right?
Exactly.
In 2nd place, with the most cattle that for 2020, that was Carson Womble.
Hey, Carson, come on, buddy. It's not a long walk for him, you know. He comes over there in the panhandle of Texas. It's a long ways to anywhere over there.
He's used to it. That's right. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Carson. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. You bet.
Congratulations.
And then our top winner for the most cattle in 2020 is Mr. Jim Davis.
Come on there, Mr. Idaho. Idaho. Jim not only wins this deal and works with all those ranchers out there, but Jim also is the one who orchestrates and does such a great job of putting together our sale out in Winnemucca, Nevada. And I'll tell you, if you haven't been there, you better put that on your plans this next year to go to Winnemucca, Nevada when we have our auction. It's a great time and a great auction, and you get to meet a lot of great ranchers.
It is. Thank you so much, Doug. We appreciate everything IMI and everything y'all do for us.
Thank you, Doug.
I would now like to invite John Jeffrey with Biozyme up on stage for another Industry Partner Awards.
Thank you, Kennedy. It's certainly my pleasure to be here tonight to give our awards out. We know that nutrition is an important part of what you guys do. Mr. Scott said 2020 was a tough year, and it was. How many people watch Yellowstone? I think we should take 2020 to this train station and drop it off, because nobody's ever going to find it again. So with that, we thank all of you that represented cattle with our logo on it for our nutrition brands of VitaFirm raised and GainSmart raised. With that, we're going to recognize, I don't know if it's up on the screen, I guess it is. So I don't think that Steve Howard's here tonight, but he was had the most cattle repped. Mark Freeman the fourth, otherwise known as 14, if he'd come forward, please. Ty is going to come forward and represent his family, his brother. He's not able to be here with us tonight, so it's like an award program. He's going to step up and receive the award. And then Will Yeagers, new to the award winners this year on the number of cattle represented, so we certainly want to recognize Will and have him come forward. You got to come get your prize. So we have some gift certificates for these guys to use and to buy things that might help them with their job or something they just like to enjoy. Maybe they have some hobbies like golf. I know Will has golf, and some other folks like to fish and do some of those things. So I dropped one on the floor.
Hey, does it got a name on there? Can I keep it?
You can keep it. Yeah, it doesn't have anybody's name on it.
Awesome.
We just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you. And now
it's time
It's
for
big time.
the main event of the whole entire awards, guys. We're here to celebrate you guys, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We have some really awesome prizes for those who are coming up on stage tonight, and we want to show those off.
Tell us about the prizes.
I know, we want to
to
show them off. So everybody that is getting an award tonight, you know, y'all have worked really hard this week, and we want to thank you for everything that you've done. And one of those ways that we can thank you, and, you know, we can never thank you enough, but a small token of our appreciation will be these custom-made Lucchese boots. So not too shabby of a prize. So you'll get a gift certificate for these boots. To
One
get them.
size fits all?
No, they're custom made.
Custom made,
They're custom
okay.
made. So you'll get a gift
I want to
certificate.
get that
and
clarified.
you can get them how they are. You can add a little bit more to them, and then you'll also get a boot bag to put your new boots in, because you're going to want to keep them, because these are really nice. So we're really proud of everybody, and so yeah, let's get started.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. They're all waiting on it. I can tell it. They're out there right on the edge of their chair. Our first recipient, Clay Murray. Clay sold 10,062 head. Clay started with Superior in 2011, and Clay has a grand total in his lifetime sold 60,574. Come on up, Clay.
Congratulations, Clay.
We'll kind of lead you a little so that you can, if you're coming from the back or whatever, you can kind of join right in. So we'll just kind of move right on forward and get through this so everybody can have a good evening.
We would now like to congratulate Dale Sampson. This year he sold 10,070 head. Maybe you should take a bow. I think you should take a bow. You got a lot of applause. Thank you.
Amanda Mayfield. I don't think Amanda, are you here? I don't believe Amanda's here. 10,408 head. Started with Superior in 2004. 88,148 lifetime.
Next up is Josh Mueller. This year he sold 10,428 head. He started with us in 2003, and in his lifetime he sold 170,852 head.
Our next recipient, Kenny Wayne Blair. 10,455. Started with Superior in 2002, and his grand total is 206,515 head. Kenny Wayne, give him a hand.
Up next is Jerry Warren. This year he sold 10,866 head. He started with us in 2002, and since then he sold 192,078 head of cattle.
And I don't believe Jerry's here. I haven't seen him. Tom Baskey, 10,807 head. Started with us in 2017. Think about that. 30,242 for a grand total.
Up next, we have Bill Brody. This year, Bill sold 11,011 head. He started with us in 1989.
When did we first start?
87.
1987. He's been with us right from the beginning, almost right there.
And he could use our prayers right now. So if you want to give him a prayer, you could definitely use it. And then but let's not forget how many he sold in his lifetime. He has sold 555,293,000, and that is a lot.
Big time, big time. Chris Brookman, all the way from the great state of Montana. Don't think Chris is with us either. 11,058 head. 1991's when he started. 239,343 head.
Next up, we have Bob Walker. This year, he sold 11,125 head. He started with us in 1989, and in his lifetime, he has sold 368,783 head.
All right, don't look like Bob's with us. And then 69 head for Greg.
Here we have Ty D. Cordova. This year, he sold 11,504 head of cattle. He started with us in 1999, and in his lifetime, he has sold 91,840 head, and he also has a new gift certificate.
Yeah, he got that a little bit ago. You bet. Ty, I remember when he was wearing three-cornered breeches when we started out with this deal right here. Yeah. Tim Larson, I shouldn't have said that, should I, Ty? Tim Larson. Tim, are you here with us? I don't believe Tim's here. 11,611. 1992, he began with Superior. 211,948 head. What you say?
Up next, we have Jim Farley. This year, he sold 11,803 head. He started with us in 1988, and in his lifetime, he has sold 225,427 head of cattle.
Line up, gentlemen. We're going to make the long line right here. Aaron Burke. Aaron Burke has sold 11,852 this year. Started with Superior in 2013, 82,537 total.
We have Ray Mader. This year, he sold 11,938 head. He started with us in 1987, and in his lifetime, he has sold 453,932 head of cattle.
This next gentleman's been here since the beginning. Tom Odell, 12,038 head this year. Started in 1988, 319,246 head for Tom Odell.
Josh Farley. This year, he sold 12,352 head. He started with Superior Livestock in 2001, and over that time, he sold 207,918,000.
And next up is going to be Scott Whitworth, one of our good seed stock producers, as well as a great rep with Superior. 12,410 head. 2003, he started with Superior, has sold a total of 133,204 head. Thank you, Scott.
Up next, we would like to welcome Tony Schiffer up to the stage. This year alone, he sold 12,415 head. He started with us in 1988, and in his lifetime, he sold 448,606 head of cattle.
I can promise you Tony's basking in the sun down in Arizona, roping cattle in the afternoon, having a great time down there, he and Linda. Justin Tupper. Justin, 12,453 head. 2003 is when Justin started with us. 87,098 head for Justin. He's here with us.
Ed Souders. This year, he sold 12,647 head, and he started with us in 1994. Over his lifetime, he has sold 231,993 head.
Jim Coleman, I don't believe Jim's with us either this evening. 12,830 head. 1997 is when Jim started with Superior. 231,093 head for a total.
Up next, we have Butch Mayfield. This year, he sold 13,537 head. He started with us in 1993, and in his lifetime, he has sold 408,794 head.
And our next, I don't think Butch is here with us, Shane Frost. If you're from Utah and you can't ride bucking horses or ride bulls, you're not from Utah. Shane Frost. Now, Joe's dad right here, 13,603 head this year. 1997 he started with us, 214,993 head in his spare time teaching his son to ride bulls.
Up next, we have Howard Hawks. This year, he sold 13,961 head, and he started with us in 1987. In his lifetime, he has sold 657,975 head.
Josh Stout, you with us tonight? One of our great Colorado reps, 14,367 head. 1995, Josh started with us, 340,920 head total.
And finishing out our 10 to 15,000 head count this year is Doug Hinman. He sold 14,911. He started with us in 1989, and in his lifetime, he has sold 437,602 head.
Go Big Red. There he is right there. He's with us tonight. All right, there's the lineup. Motley looking crew, I'd say.
Get scrunched together. We got to get a picture.
Grrr.
A big round of applause goes out to all these guys.
Put your hands together. Thank you. Without a doubt, we appreciate each and every one of you. Exit right. All right, 15,000 to 20,000 head. We're going to start out with.
We're starting out with Rayburn Smith, and this year he sold 15,684 head, and he started with us in 1989. Come on up. And in his lifetime, he has sold 628,167 head of cattle, and we're so ecstatic to have him here with us today.
The original Ragin' Cajun right there. I'll guarantee you, the man that puts on that, are we going to do that boil down there again this year? We've got to. I mean, you know, let me tell you now, that is a good time and great food. And great camaraderie, and get to meet a great bunch of them good Cajuns down there and eat some of that good crawfish. Brian Simpkins. Brian, you with us tonight? 16,484 head this year. Started with us in 2013, sold 52,969 total.
Up next, Maitland Webb. This year he sold 16,657. He started with us in 1989, and over his lifetime, he has sold 400,968 head.
I can promise you this next gentleman's here, but moreover than that, put your hands together for the man that taught him everything he knows. Gerald Yeager's here with us, his daddy also. Will Yeager, 16,672 head. 2017, he started 63,509. Let's have a standing ovation for a daddy. How about that? Everybody get on your feet. We're glad to have you here tonight, Gerald. Long live Cowboys.
Up next, we have Dennis Metzger. This year, he sold 16,791 head. He started with us in 2014, and over his lifetime, he has sold 107,444 head.
That'd be enough of that. Mike Arnold, he's on staff with us tonight. 17,199 head. 1994, and his total comes to 125,571. Thank you, Mike. Come on up here, boy. I know you're here.
Up next is Steve Vaughn. This year he sold 18,307 head. He started with us in 2004, and in his lifetime he has sold 255,173.
And the recipient of many awards, Carson Womble. Come on up, Carson. 18,440 head. 2006, 92,708 head lifetime. Works a tough country with tough cattle and tough pen and tough cowboys. He's got to be tough.
Up next is Superior Livestock Representative Will Durrett. This year he sold 18,529 head, and he started with Superior Livestock in 2010.
There's another man knows how to throw his leg over a good horse and ride, and a cowboy right there. Thank you, Will. James Lambert, 18,532 head. 2011 he started with us. 136,020 head. That's what James has accumulated. I don't think James is here with us tonight.
And that right there wraps up our 15 to 20,000 head, so give them a big round of applause.
All right, there's the gathering. Get that picture there.
Big smile.
Yeah. All right, another big round of applause for them. That's our 15,000 to 20,000 head recipients. On to the 20 to 25,000.
We are, and we're starting with someone very deserving in this.
Thickens.
Very deserving in this category. We have Allie Bear, and I know she's not here with us today, but she works really hard for her customers and her consigners. And this year she sold 20,135 head, and she started with us in 1997. Over her lifetime, she sold 476,059 head.
Thank you, Allie. Allie not with us tonight. Seth Stoddard, 20,741 head sold this year. 1995, when Seth started with us, 533,843 head. Thank you, Seth.
Up next is Tom Bornhoff. This year he sold 22,053 head. He started with us in 1993, and over his lifetime, he has sold 442,262 head.
And I don't believe Tom's here with us, but Tommy Mann will be 22,721 head. 1987, when we first began. Tommy Mann has been with us since the inception of Superior. 873 head.
And last but not least in this category, and I know he's here, Superior Livestock Rep Mike Bollinger. This year he sold 23,947 head, and he started with us in 2001. Over his lifetime, he has sold 253,535 head.
And I can't believe he's going to be the only one on the stage. Oh, yeah, hug the girls before you get out, yeah.
Been here without you.
Yes, sir, Mikey boy. Yeah, just stand up here and smile. Be real nice now.
Oh.
No, get over.
Over there.
Let me get out of that. Nobody in Brush will believe that. 32. No, wait a minute. We got to go to the 25 to 30,000.
You're skipping
first.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to move. I'm anxious here to get down to them. 25 to 30,000 head. First up.
Up here we have Mark Freeman IV, and I know he's here. This year he sold 25,312 head. He started with us in 2013, and since then he has sold 131,632 head of cattle.
Next up, and he's here also, Barrett Brody of the Brody team. Team Brody. 26,482 head, 1991. When Barrett started with us, 589,159 head.
Oh, he's got a guest joining him with him. Up next, we have Kelly Kunzler. This year, he sold 27,494 head. He started with us in 2005, and over his lifetime, he has sold 365,221.
Always gives me a pleasure to introduce this next guy because he's always on the front row before anybody else shows up at the auction getting his work done. Stuart Wharton, 29,722 head. 1996, 509,147.
And that right there completes our 25 to 30,000 head. Give them all a really big round of
And a
applause.
nice little group. Smile real big now. Get her to smile. We got one more coming here. Just a second. You do her hair, Barrett?
You did her hair?
Did you fix her hair?
Congratulations, you guys.
30,000 to 35,000 head. The pot thickens.
This year we had Jim. She doesn't want to leave. This year we had Jim Davis.
Don't blame her.
He sold 30,005 head of cattle. He started with us in 1991, and over his lifetime, listen to this number, he has sold 907,086 head of cattle. That's a lot.
You think he might surpass 1 million shortly, you know?
He's got to.
You bet. Jim, come on up, my man. Jim traveled a long ways to be here with us, and as all of you know, Jim does a great job out there in that West Country, putting on the Winnemucca sale and working with all those people. We're glad to have you. Charles Robert Stevens, the third, 32,661. Topping the list, 2002 is when Charles Roberts started with us. Out of the great state of Florida, 251,163. We're so proud of you, Charles Robert, and what a great job you're doing. A great family man and doing a great job down there in Florida. Alligator country. Crocodiles. Wild cattle. And Charles Roberts.
And there they are, your 30,000 to 35,000 head this year. This is it. It's just you two. Go take a
Wait a minute, you got to get there in the middle so they can get your picture. Wait a minute, Jim. Come back here. Yeah, well, he's got to get his own camera out. That man don't miss a chance to get his picture. Oh, yeah. Big round of applause. Them boys 30 to 35,000. They're doing the deal. Superior 2020 top rep. Drum roll. Anybody got any ideas?
We're all on the edge of our seats.
Everybody ready? Go ahead.
Okay.
Get after it, Kennedy.
This year, our 2020 top rep, Superior Livestock Representative, Troy Shaw.
Come on, Troy boy. 45,225. He started with us in 2011. 127,785. Where's your dog? Where's the dog? Taking a nap? Taking a nap, all right.
Okay,
Smile. Can you smile?
A big congratulations, Troy
Only
Shaw, 2020 Rep of the
only
Year.
man I know of with the picture of auctioneers on the hood of his car. I guess. 100,000 head reached.
And here we have some really nice buckles to present to them tonight.
What we got?
Some really nice buckles.
Okay, really nice buckles. Will Hargert III. I don't think Will's here. 1990, Will started with us. He sold 100,810 head, topped the 100,000 reached in his lifetime.
Up next, and we know he's here, Dennis Metzger. He started with us in 2014, and he has sold 107,444.
He just keeps coming back, doesn't he?
He's won a lot of awards tonight.
I mean, we just, you know. And of course, I hope he didn't run off. Troy Shaw, 2011, started with us, 127,785. Topped the 100,000. Come back up, Troy. You got another one.
Ralph, I think we can all agree it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get here to this 100,000 head reached.
Oh, you bet. You know, I mean, the dedication of all of these reps that's been up here. And, you know, that being said, Kennedy, I can't help as we see the rest of them come up and they get their picture. But I would like all of you to put your hands together. We've got some more awards. Don't anybody run off. But put your hands together with a big congratulations and a thank you to the reps that didn't make maybe the awards tonight in 10,000. We have 400 and some reps scattered over the United States. I don't know how many reps were on the stage up here tonight, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 7-8% of what we have out there working for us, making Superior what it is and being part of our family. So for those reps that maybe sell 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, they're all a part of our family, and they're what makes the nucleus that makes Superior work. Without them, we probably wouldn't be here tonight. Put your hands together and a great big round of applause for all those reps who maybe didn't quite reach that plateau to get a reward tonight, but they're still a part of our family and doing a great job. Thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, it's Superior. All right.
And I know we've all been eyeing these 3 really pretty saddles that are here.
Your name on one?
You know, it may be. Let's not take too close of a look. But we've all been eyeing these really pretty saddles, and, you know, just like we had those guys come up, they reached 100,000. Well, these guys that are about to come up reached 250,000 head in their lifetime.
That's a lot of cattle.
It's a lot of cattle. And, you know, we're going to give them a saddle to commemorate what they've been able to do over their time here at Superior
Head to tail,
Livestock.
how far would they reach? 250,000. I wonder how far they'd reach.
Probably a really long ways.
That'd be a long ways. 250,000 head. Charles Robert Stevens III. You get a saddle, my boy. Rider back to Florida. 2002. He started with us. 251,163, Charles Robert.
Up next.
You get to introduce him again.
Up next, Mike Bollinger. He started with us in 2001, and as of this year, he sold 253,535 head.
I remember when Mike started. Mike and I go back a long ways. I don't know whether I ought to tell all this or not, but right here in this city of Oklahoma City, and when I came down here in 1990, started selling for Oklahoma National Stockyards, which I was there for 17 years. Mike was in the ring. He had this little red dog. What was his name, Mike? Red. Red? This little dog would come in that ring, and Mike would come in there and go to starting the cattle, and that little dog would run out there, and he'd jump in the air. Right? And all the time while he was starting these cattle and selling them. That was probably my first experience in working with Mike and working around cattle. I knew his dad, I knew his family, I knew what they did up in Colorado and their ranching and marketing. But I'll never will forget that little red dog and how he used to come in that ring and bark. I just had to tell that story. I mean, it was great. And we appreciated Mike, and you've come a long way. You've done a great job for Superior, and we appreciate it, and as well as you, Charles Robert. Steve Vaughn, I don't think Steve's here tonight. Steve, are you here? I don't think Steve came down to be with us. 2004, he's got a saddle up here with his name on it. The Vaughn family, again, a family that has been so great and such icons to Superior Livestock over the years. 255,173 head. Thank you, Steve. I hope you're watching.
And a big round of applause goes out to these guys up here.
Don't get that saddle down there in the swamp now.
I would now like to invite the voice of Superior Livestock, Clyde Whittle, on stage to present our $500,000 award.
There's a man who needs no introduction to anybody right there. He's been here since day one, the voice of Superior Livestock Auction, Mr. Clyde Whittle. Just like he's getting off Air Force One. Hope it ain't loaded. There you go.
We're adding a bit of suspense.
Yeah, there's suspense here. I'm suspensed myself. I wonder what he's got in there. Holy mackerel. Jeepers. Look at there. Don't point that at me. No, I didn't do it. I promise you.
This could be dangerous.
Yeah, this could get interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new member in the vaunted 500,000 head cattle sold. Before tonight, only 7 members. Tonight, we'll have a new 8th member. The award is a Model 94 Winchester, the most popular high-powered rifle ever. That's not me saying it, that's the internet. And the caliber 30-30 in this 94 has taken more deer than any other rifle caliber combination. This rifle has served the U.S. Army from the Indian Wars all the way up until World War II. It was issued to servicemen guarding the coast on shipboard duty during World War I and World War II. 15,000 of the Model 94s was sold to the great nation of France. And when they were overrun by the Germans in 1940, the Germans captured much of these 94s. They liked them so much, they called it the Gerwar Model 248. 7,500,000 head, or pardon me, I'm thinking cattle. 7,500,000 rifles have been made. The 1 millionth rifle went to President Calvin Coolidge. The 2 millionth rifle went to President Dwight D. Eisenhower. It's been engraved and sent to kings and heads of state all across the world. But tonight, this specially engraved Model 94 goes to the newest member of the 500,000 head club, Stuart Wharton. Come on up, Stuart. Turn the rifle around. Show them the other side of it. On this side of the receiver, you will see engraved, Stuart Wharton has sold 500,000 head of cattle with the Superior logo. Congratulations, Stuart. The Model 94 Winchester has been made in calibers from 25-35 to 38-55 all the way up to the big Marlin 450. This is one of the original calibers in 38-55 Winchester. Congratulations, Stuart. You want me to show you how to operate that?
Yeah. I haven't had one of these in a long time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's legal in New Mexico too. With your new ranch, you can go out there hunting antelope. All right, Kennedy.
And with that is the end of our awards. Just like Ralph said, thank you so much to every single one of y'all that are here. We could not have done 2020 without you, like we said. It was a different year, but it was also a really fantastic year, and a lot of that is because of each and every one of you. So thank you so much.
And we thank the girls from Brush, and we thank the girls from Fort Worth. But I'd just like for everyone to put their hands together in a great big thank you for their leadership and what they do for us, and Danny Jones for being our CEO and doing such a great job, and Joe Lichty, who every day helps us and keeps us online. Give a great big round of applause and a thank you for you all. Hats off. Great job.
Thank you, guys. We look forward. We're so glad each and every one of y'all are here. We look forward to kicking off our 2021 auction tomorrow with our bell ringer sales sunrise at 7:30 and then our auction at 8. So again, thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yep.